Right now on News 4 at 10, the drought is over. The Bills head to the playoffs for the first time since 1999. The emotional moment from the locker room.
And just a few hours left in 2017, but Bills fans are already celebrating. I'll have their reaction to the Bills ending that playoff drought coming up.
And I'm sure the cold is the last thing on the Bills fans' minds, but if you are going to be heading out tonight, you still have to bundle up. We're talking about that cold and how long into 2018 it will last coming up in your 4-1 forecast.
Live in high definition, this is Western New York's news leader. Now, News 4 at 10.
It doesn't get any better than this. The Bills celebrate with their families as they make the playoffs. Good evening, everyone. Buffalo is wrapping up 2017 on a high. The drought has ended. We have live team coverage of the big win. News 4's Shannon Smith is live in downtown Buffalo, sharing the excitement of fans. But first, let's go to News 4 Sports' Shannon Shepard, who has reaction from tonight. Shannon?
Well, Callan, it took every little thing to go right for Buffalo to make this happen. A win over Miami, and more shockingly, a Ravens loss at home to the Bengals. All of Bills Mafia is celebrating tonight, including those players. Sports director Josh Reed is in Miami.
It's finally over. The 17-year playoff drought is come to an end here in South Florida. The emotions in the locker room were just incredible. Guys like Kyle Williams, Eric Wood, who have been around here for so long and have seen the struggles. They're finally headed to the playoffs. Had a chance to talk to Bills owner Terry Pegula. Here's what he had to say about getting the Bills into the postseason.
Terry, what does this mean to you to finally see the drought come to an end?
Well, I'm so happy for obviously the guys in this room, the coaching staff and the management, but the city has got to be going crazy right now. I'm hearing some stories about fireworks going off, and it's got to be a great feeling back home.
Unfortunately, it's not all good news. Bills running back LaShawn McCoy left the locker room with a boot on his foot. No word on the extent of that injury, something we'll keep an eye on all week long. It's the Bills and the Jags playoff football, Buffalo, 1 o'clock on Sunday on CBS. Have yourself a great New Year, Buffalo. In South Beach, Josh Reed, News 4 Sports.
Callan, we will take a closer look at how the Bills pulled off this victory and what it took for the Bengals to beat the Ravens coming up in sports. In the studio, Shannon Shepard, News 4 Sports.
All right, thank you, Shannon. The Cincinnati Bengals gave Buffalo a shout-out after the game, tweeting, "For all the Buffalo Bills fans in our mentions, Happy New Year." And the city of Buffalo is celebrating tonight. Western New York's youngest fans have literally been waiting their entire lives for this. News 4's Shannon Smith has been in the middle of all the excitement all evening. She joins us live from downtown Buffalo to share fans' emotions. Shannon?
Yeah, Callan, tonight, everybody, you would think they'd be here at the ball drop. We have less than 2 hours left in 2017. Look at the crowd behind me. There is not one because most people are probably out celebrating this Bills win, of course. I talked to a lot of fans earlier. I just want to give you a look at the 716 earlier where we were watching the game the entire time. So much energy. Oh, my goodness. I have not had the pleasure yet of watching a game with Bills fans, and tonight was the night to do that. It was so much energy, so much excitement. Bills fans hopping up and down the entire time. At one point, fans even said, hey, we want to watch the Bengals game. Of course, once it was pretty clear that the Bills were going to win, they want to watch the Bengals game on the big screen, as they did. And when they made that touchdown, the crowd went wild. One fan, actually a couple of fans, told me this was a pretty emotional moment tonight.
I shed a couple tears. I was with my father. He's been a Bills season ticket holder since the 90s, during the 4 Super Bowls that they lost. So we both got to share the moment that they made the playoffs again in 2017, so it was a special moment.
fans told me that really the games tonight, that was going to make or break their New Year's Eve celebrations, and I'd imagine that it is now making their celebrations. You can hear they're kind of trying to, you know, do some test runs here right in the middle of downtown with the ball drop. But of course, you know, everybody's probably out celebrating this Bills win. We were walking over here, there were a couple people who've already printed off playoff signs in the windows here. Up, you hear the song? This is what Bills fans were doing all night tonight. They even remixed this song to say, "Let's go Bengals," when they were watching the Bengals game. Now, I'm going to end this on a good note. As one Bills fan told me earlier, New Year 2018, new Bills. Callan, back to you.
I have to say, I have never seen anyone enjoy covering a story so much as Shannon has tonight. Stay warm out there. At least you have dancing to keep you warm, Shannon. Well, our Facebook page has just exploded with comments from fans. One woman said, "I dislocated my shoulder and my husband had to put it back in. So worth it." We are guessing that's from cheering so hard. Even Governor Cuomo had to say congratulations to the pride of Western New York, the Buffalo Bills, for making the playoffs tonight. All of New York is with you. And Mayor Brown also tweeted congratulations to the Bills for making the playoffs. He says he'd also like to thank Terry and Kim Pegula for their continued support for the team and the city of Buffalo. Good luck in the playoffs. Well, whether you're a Bills fan heading out to celebrate still or are planning to go downtown to see the ball drop and dress warm, it's only about 3 degrees outside. And Andrew, as you've been saying, it's going to feel much colder than that.
Yeah, the wind chills. I mean, there's not even that much of a breeze, but it is brutal out there. Now, here's the thing. I know all Bills fans, all Buffalo, wonderful moods, and they're not even thinking about the cold. Don't let that deceive you. I understand how that is. Probably not even feeling the cold for a time. Still bundle up, still layer up if you are going to be heading out celebrating and heading out to the ball drop downtown. Spectacular views we just saw with Shannon there, looking pretty nice, and there's a lot of room to head to the ball drop. But as a meteorologist, I still advise staying in where it's warm. We have these wind chill advisories for our entire viewing area going through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and these might even be extended. Wouldn't be surprised because wind chills will still be a factor throughout the day tomorrow. Temperatures hovering around 3 or 4 degrees around Buffalo, 4 officially at the airport right now. Probably a little cooler in downtown Buffalo. Breeze, again, generally 4 to 8 miles an hour. We are up to 10 miles an hour up at Niagara Falls. It's not overly gusty, but it is enough to, look at that, bring the wind chills down well sub-zero. Feeling like it's -9 in Buffalo, 11 below up towards Niagara Falls. This is the type of cold, again, you've got to take seriously. Now, new tonight, we do have winter weather advisories. These start at 4 a.m. overnight, lasting through 4 a.m. Tuesday. This is for Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties. Not much showing up on the radar right now. Maybe some light snow showers across Niagara County. Very spotty stuff, but generally we are snow-free for now. Numbingly cold. Partly to mostly cloudy, but we do have some more snow on the way. We'll talk about those winter weather advisories, how much snow we'll see in the next 24 hours, and how long this cold is going to last into 2018 in your full forecast in just a bit.
In other news tonight, a woman is recovering after being shot overnight. Police tell us the 26-year-old was injured on the 100 block of Oakmont Avenue around 2 a.m. She has been treated and released from ECMC. You should call Buffalo Police at 847-2255 if you have any information on what happened. A historic moment in Buffalo. Mayor Byron Brown starts his 4th term. We'll take you to the swearing in. And here's another live look over downtown Buffalo as we count down to the ball drop and 2018. 1999.